Let's go, it's the Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. I've always been a pretty decent fan of the Gundam series, so the story of Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3 to me just came off as pretty much nonsense. Just like the mashup of Samurai Warriors and Dynasty Warriors, the story feels like a silly crossover. Characters act in ways you wouldn't expect them to. You'll see characters team up with people who they really would never in the show or manga. And probably the most frustrating thing is you'll see characters able to hold up in battle that shouldn't be able to hold a candle to other Gundam pilots. So basically a lot of fan service is just thrown in here. However, we get some really badass cutscenes out of it. Gundams you never see fight each other in the series, you'll get to see battle in this. Just those scenes alone are pretty badass. So while we get a pretty much dumb story and some really boring talking scenes, the fucking cutscenes alone are worth watching. On top of that, you can play through the history missions in this game and go through each show's story, starting with the original Gundam and ending with Gundam 00. If you're a fan of Gundam, I'm sure you enjoy it. Everybody else who's just getting into the game probably would be confused as hell. The graphics of Gundam have always been pretty good in my opinion, but when I first took a look at this game, they seemed very different than the last one. I had to even check back on my Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2 review to make sure. It seems they wanted to do a more cel-shaded, more comic book feel to this game. It actually works pretty well, and it looks pretty damn good. The cutscenes are a blast to watch, and even some of the fights in the cutscenes put the fucking show to shame. So my one complaint, I guess, would be the destruction of the Gundams have barely changed. They look outdated by now. I want to see arms get shot off, legs blown off before they die, not when I kill them and all of a sudden they break into a million pieces. Give a little more of that like damage feel, you know, like the robots are actually fighting and then getting hurt and damaged, and not just blow into a million pieces when you kill them. Anyway, I believe the art direction is definitely a positive to the series. The gameplay. This is where many will divide, but not conquer. Anyway, the gameplay of Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3. While this does have a Dynasty Warriors in the title, you're going to expect what the hell you do in this game. Clicking the X button, then clicking XX, then clicking XXX, and get ready, clicking XXX, X. Oh yeah, and then of course, you know, you hit the Y button every once in a while to do some major damage, or they call them charge attacks in this game. And that, my friends, is the whole combo list. Sorry, fighting fans. You'll be able to summon a partner in the field to do some major damage with you. You'll also be able to use special attacks by clicking the B button. Even more powerful special attack if you click B near one of your comrades on the field, forcing you guys to do a teammate special. While it's nothing brand new to the series, the specials are always looking pretty amazing, especially in the Gundam series compared to the Dynasty Warriors. The reason this game is probably scoring horrible across all the websites is the fact that they took the word repetitive and times it by 2. Every single mission, your objective is to get to the enemy's headquarters and kill the main bad guy. There really is no side missions. There really is no kill X and X before they escape. The ending result is always finish the last guy at the headquarters no matter what, without any difference in the mission structure. I can see why a lot would be turned away by the game's repetitive nature. What more than likely saves the series for many is the collecting Gundam parts. You'll be able to collect different bodies for the Gundams, and they will be going from rank 1 to 5. Basically, each body will give you an upgrade to shooting, melee speed, and so on. You'll want to mix and match and eventually have a rank 5 body in the end. You also collect pieces that give you boosts, like quicker movement, charge dash, give you a bonus in strength for one of your charger attacks, and so on. The last new addition would be the co-op online, but apparently it doesn't work very well as I've lost connection a bunch of times, and it's not my internet since I play Halo daily. It's just bad connection from Koei, and you can't really do any of the main missions online. A big meh for online. So I bet you're sitting there thinking, wow, this doesn't sound like a very good Gundam game. In all honesty, it's not a very good game. It's actually a perfect example of games and why they become too repetitive at times. Sure, that's a subjective word, but I find it hard to believe someone can name a more repetitive game at this point. Sure, the majority of fighters are just fighting, but using all the different combos and facing new people makes a world of difference. Same with shooters, different strategy and facing off people online open up a whole new experience for the game. The game online here is nothing to talk about, and the repetitive structure pretty much gets stale after the first hour or so. However, have to say, in all honesty, I was having a lot of fun with this game. You are now wondering, how can that be possible, Whitey? Easy, it's a fan service game. Running through levels with Wing Gundam, G Gundam, New Gundam is a fucking blast. Being a beastly fucking mech and taking down millions of other small robots with Gundams is a fucking blast. I have a lot of fun with this game despite its structure being pretty piss poor. So is Gundam a good game? Have to be honest, not really. Can Gundam be a fun game? Hell fucking yeah. It was hard to judge this one exactly, but after reviewing the scores for each section, I'm going to give it a 6.5. Like I said before, it's really not a very good game. But on the flip side, it's a lot of fun, and it's tons of hours of gameplay for us Gundam fans. Anybody else who's not a Gundam fan, I would say stay far away from this, because you'll probably be bored within an hour or so.
Mega Cannon! いって